What is going on, guys? This is obviously Jordan here, back again with another video, and I've got a massive announcement to make right off the bat of this video. Look at this, guys. You'll get it when you see it. Look at this. I finally got one of these influencer ring lights. My eyes just look. I feel like I know what I'm talking about now that I got this light right in front of me. Obviously, for long-term fans of the channel, you know that this is, of course, a new investment. This year, I'm planning to put out, or to like iterate, slowly get a better background and like slowly get better editing and stuff, so the video should look and feel a lot better going forwards. But today, look at this, man. It's got 3 different shades on it, like yellow, white, and then like yellow. I don't even know what I'm gonna go with. As I said, I've literally just literally just bought it, and I thought, yeah, let's talk today. So it's gonna be in white for now. We'll see how this goes, and then yeah, whatever. If you're new to the channel, of course, as I said earlier, my name is Jordan. I'm a second year engineering mathematics student at the University of Bristol. I put out a lot of videos. I'm trying to do it every Saturday, but I think I'm going to try and do every Saturday and some Thursdays now as well. Let's get 2 out a week, or Wednesdays even. And yeah, I talk about a range of things, a variety of topics, from like internships, careers, investments, personal finance, some things that I just find generally interesting, like every now and then I put out like tech or something slightly political, just any generic things that I think are cool and interesting for me, which is generally around a student niche, because that's kind of where I am in life right now. But this video, if you haven't already guessed from the title, is about savings accounts, and that is, the best savings accounts for students. And I mean, I say students, it kind of applies to anyone aged between like 18 and let's say 24. It's like the ideal range. But yeah, I think I've got 2 very good ones for this video for you guys to learn about. So like, I get it, I'm a student as well. I'm not swimming in cash right now. I'm not thinking about, oh, how can I invest? I mean, yeah, I am thinking about how I can invest in things, but I know most people aren't thinking about, oh, what am I going to invest in, or how can I put away thousands of pounds in a savings account? Because most of us haven't really got that sort of, liquid asset. We haven't really got that money around like that. With students, we only really get paid when our student loan comes in. Most of us haven't really got full-time jobs. Most of us haven't even got part-time jobs. So it's like, I get it. I'm not going to talk about the best interest rates. I'm not going to talk about the best customer service or the best instant access accounts or things that make a lot of sense to people that make a lot of consistent money. But for us, like, these are going to be 2 actually, genuinely cool things, I think. These 2 savings accounts I hold myself, and I think I'm happy to recommend it to other people, because I think for students, these are things that are interesting. They're wins for us. So with that out of the way, let's get into it. So product 0, I guess. Like, I'm not going to talk about this in any depth at all. But just to start with, I think most people looking at this video, thinking about what savings accounts to get, you don't realize that basically any retail bank like Halifax, Santander, Barclays, whatever, even like Monzo and the digital banks nowadays, literally all of them have their own attached e-savers or instant savers or whatever. For most people, those are the best accounts to get. Like, if you're never going to have more than like £200 saved up anyway, you're way better off just having one with your bank anyway. It's right there, you can get it instantly. Most of them have round up savings on them, so you can just put away any additional money of every purchase you make anyway. That's just way easier. Yes, you may not necessarily be guaranteed the highest savings account, the highest savings interest rates, but considering we're not going to be putting much money in there anyway, that doesn't matter as much as just having a place where you can put your money that's not your main spending pot, and just having, the discipline to be separate your pots of money. So that's kind of the best thing to get for most people. But if you do want to maximize your income on this, you want to maximize your interest rates, I know I wasn't going to talk about it, but this account is the one that is not only the best interest rates, but it's also like very good account, and I think it's actually a very good app, and the service they provide is really cool. And it's called Chip. And the account in particular is called Chip Plus One. I'll put all the links down below in the description for you guys to find out more information about them later on. But Chip Plus One, like, is one that I have. Can I show it? I'm going to see if I can show it. I don't know if it has any personal details on there. But it's like, the interest rate they offer in the Plus One account is 1.25%. And like the next highest, like my Monzo account, I'm getting 0.3%. So that's a massive, like, 4x more money in Chip than I do in Monzo. I think the actual second highest account across all the banks is like Marcus account. That's by Goldman Sachs, and even that is like 0.5%. So you're getting 1.25% from Chip, which is like ridiculous money. The only thing is, you have to recommend someone to get access to that Plus One account, and you have to be recommended by someone else. So if you make Chip right now, you won't get access to the Plus One account. But the gimmick, I guess, with them is that they don't pay for marketing, they don't pay for any ad campaigns. So all the money they save from like not promoting it, they give back to the consumer by referring a friend to that program. So if you download Chip right now, you won't have it. However, if you recommend a friend to join Chip and they join it, they will get the Plus One account which, as I said, gives you the plus, the 0.25%, 1.25% interest rates paid every 12 weeks, which is like really, really crazy. I'm looking at it now. I don't know why. I know all about it. I have my account here. There's nothing that I can't show you guys on it. But like you can see there, very faintly, you know, I've got some decent money in there. In the top corner here, it says like get 1.25%. And yeah, you can see what my goals are and some other things. There's not much to show. It's not as interesting as I thought it was, but you know, it's good money and it's pretty cool. And I like using the app, so it's something I can strongly recommend. The reason why I think Chip is like one of the better apps is because unlike the traditional banking accounts you can get a savings account with, Chip is literally like a savings account app. The whole app is designed to be like good for savings. So you can like set goals on there. You can set it to automatically save from your account. Like if you connect your bank, every time you spend money, it will use AI to determine like how much you can feasibly spend or save even that day or that week, and you can allow yourself to like save automatically. You can set goals in the app as I just showed you. You can get like streak rewards if you do like 10 days in a row. You get like special rewards and stuff. It's pretty cool. You can deposit in there pretty easily if you want like manual saving. You can turn off the AI. To get the AI feature, it actually costs £1.50 a month to get Chip Premium, but that allows you to save up to £5 grand at 1.25% instead of just £2,000, which is pretty useful. If you work out the maths, it's not like as obviously because you're paying money, that comes out of your earnings, but at the same time you're still making a lot of money. And if you have about 3,000 in there, you're still getting interest rates way higher than anywhere else in the market. So it's actually, in my opinion, it's worth it. And the automated feature just makes it better for people that don't traditionally know how to save as easily. Like sometimes it's like you don't know how much you can afford to save, but this app will figure it out for you. Like it will go through, if you connect your app, you connect your bank, it will say like you roughly spend, I don't know, £15 a day. You get paid on the end of each month, so you can afford to save like £2 today, and then it will just automatically take that £2. And then I say that you can go into the app on that day and say like, no, don't take this money, I'm going to need it later. But the thought of having automatic savings is really, really cool and really interesting. And for me, it's helped me save up so much money. You just saw on my account. To be fair, that's that's artificially inflated because I got to pay rent soon. So I put all my rent money in that account just so I can make some interest. So I don't spend it in the meantime. But yeah, it's good. It's cool. And I will, as I said, put the link down below in the description if you want to get this account. So yeah, that's kind of what I have to say on Chip. One last thing on Chip actually, what I'm going to do is, I follow a page on Instagram called Millennial Money. Shout out to Graham Stephan for probably inspiring the name for that one. But Millennial Money, they're a UK based Instagram community talking all about money and personal finance and stuff like that. And they recently put up a post promoting, I think it was like a partnered post with Chip Plus One. And if you use their code, you can literally get instant access to the Plus One account. So that's something that is definitely worth considering for the general public. Otherwise, as I said, you have to refer someone and go from there. Now the second account, now this is probably my favorite account. It's not like the best, but I think for, as I said, for the general student population, for people that aren't really earning that much money, and for people who don't necessarily have these like long-term saving goals, maybe you're saving up to get like a car, you know, your first car, your first house when you graduate, a holiday after this crazy year we had last year in 2020. You could even be saving for like a YouTube channel or a blog, or like to start your own side hustle. Like we're not necessarily holding money for the long term right now for most students. So this account I feel like is the most fun just in general, and I strongly recommend everyone at least look at it if not going to have the account. But it's called Premium Bonds. It's run by ns&i. ns&i are like the traditional, like the main, you know, the OG savings provider and pension provider and stuff. But they have an account called Premium Bonds program. It's easy access. It's not instant, so you can't get it instantly, but you can get it within like 1 or 2 working days if you put money in and take it out. But what I think is so good about it, what I love about it, and why I find it easy to recommend it to everyone and anyone around there, is the Premium Bond account works by not paying you any interest at all. But how it works is you get prizes for every month that you have a certain amount of money in there. It's literally like a lottery. It's literally like a game. And I love video games. I'm all for gamifying everything and anything you can. Like the gamification of fitness, for example, like the closing the rings on Apple Watch, I think it's crazy. Obviously I haven't got an Apple Watch. I don't have the money like that. That's why I've got a savings account. But the gamification of interest, I think, is very, very interesting in this regard, because you have to put in £25 to start with. And for every £25 you have in that account, you get like one raffle ticket, like one lottery ticket or whatever. You can pay in up to a maximum of 50 grand, so most students won't have 50 grand to put in on day one, but you can reasonably, I think most people can probably fit the initial £25 pay in. And as I said, that gives you one raffle ticket, and then every month, sorry, you're put into a prize draw where you can win up to £1 million tax free, and it's just cool, man. It's such an interesting thing, because if you're only getting 0.05% interest anyway, like, okay, you're losing out on like 5p a month on your savings, but you have the chance to win money, and just by winning it, even if you don't win, it's still you get the thrill, the fun of it. And I guess you can argue maybe this is gambling because it's competition, but you're not actually risking anything. All you're doing is putting money in that account and returning prizes in it. ns&i, on the website, they do say the interest rate is roughly 1%, and that 1% is based on like your odds of winning and how much you're likely to win per ticket. So you are expected to make about 1% interest on this account, through your rewards. But obviously it's not guaranteed. You could end up losing every single month and not make any money, or you could end up putting £25 in today, winning £1 million tomorrow, which is again tax free, and walking away with £1 million and £1,025. So I think it's really cool. I don't actually know what all the specific prize rates are. I know the max is £1 million, and I think most people end up winning like £20 or like something cool, something fun to talk about, which is just free money. Like, yeah, I don't know. I do want to say there are some, I guess, a caveat with this account is that obviously it's not going to be good for consistent income. It's not like dividends or like a guaranteed interest rate. You might not get any money certain months, so it's not good for guaranteed returns. It's also not good if you want a regular, as I said, it's not guaranteed for regular returns and for a regular income. But I think it's good because you can make a children's account as well. So if you do have a younger sibling, or if you're a student, some of us even have kids out here, like it could even be cool to have like a kids premium bonds account where you put money in there, you put in however much money in there for whatever time, and then as a kid you have like 18 years, which is what, 18 times 12. You have a lot of opportunities to win every month up to £1 million. So I think it's pretty fun. It says the odds of winning for every £1 bond, the odds of winning are 1 to 34,500. So theoretically, if you do put in £34,500, your odds are 1 to 35,500 for each one, times that. Like, you're basically guaranteed to win every month, up to £1 million. It's But yeah, I mean, that's basically all there is to say on that account. There's way more information about it online if you want to look into it. As I said, ns&i are like a very, very, very well-established firm that specialise in this sort of thing. So it's not like I'm not making this up. It's not fake. The link will also be down below in the description. And yeah, those are the two most interesting, most fun savings accounts, I think, for the typical student who's looking to not necessarily triple their money overnight in the stock market, but if you're just looking for someone to store your money separate from your main account, and maybe have it generate some income between now and like your holiday or whatever in the summer, these are the two to get. Chip Plus One, link will be in the description, and ns&i's premium bonds account link will also be in the description. One bonus account, actually, before I go, one bonus account that I think is very, very cool. It's not anything like these two, but it's one that's worth getting as well, I think, in my opinion. And it's Moneybox. Moneybox isn't really an account as much as just like an app. But how Moneybox works is similar to Chip, I guess, where you connect your bank account. But instead of using AI like Chip does, Moneybox just rounds up all your expenses. So let's say you spend £1.50 on a coffee. Moneybox will connect it with your bank account. They'll see, okay, they spent £1.50 on X, so we're going to take the extra 50p and put that into Moneybox, which is like, so you spend £2. They round up all your expenses to the nearest pound. And at the end of each week, they submit a direct debit back to your account to give them all of the, the roundups, which is an easy way to save, subconsciously, like out of sight, out of mind. It just kind of goes out. You don't really think about it. But what's good about Moneybox is they have actually they have more than 3 accounts now. They've got like a lifetime ISA in there as well, but they have 3 main like saving strategies. You have your cautious one, you have your like average one, and your like high risk, high reward saving strategy. You're investing through Moneybox, but they have their own funds. So as I said, you can have like a cautious fund, an active, adventurous fund, or like a passive fund, like a middle fund, I guess. I can't remember what it's called exactly. I'll check the app in a minute. But you have 3 funds of choice, and you can pick to be like high risk, high reward, or like super cautious. And as you can expect of general funds and how these investments work, you're expected to make money. However, your capital gains are at risk. You can lose money, of course. I'm not going to recommend you go out and just put all your money into the adventurous pot. But it's a cool thing to think about, because obviously it's a gateway into the stock market. It's easy, outside, out of mind. It just rounds up your money each month and puts it away into that account. And if you're a student that's not looking to spend that money, for like a 4-year span, 3-year span while you're studying, you can easily save up thousands of pounds in the background just without even thinking about it through Moneybox if you pick one of the investment accounts. And it's just a cool thing to do on the side, outside of like, I don't know, going to Nando's on the weekend for no reason. So that's it. Those are my 2 + 1 bonus account that I think all students should at least do the very least and just look it up. I don't expect everyone to like get all these accounts. Obviously look it up, see what fits the best for you, and let me know down below in the comments if you do decide to get any of these accounts. I think they're all very interesting. There's no like itemized, or there's no like estimate of your potential interest rates when it comes to Moneybox, because it's, as I said, it's investments, so it's not like guaranteed, but anywhere between like 3 and 7% you can expect the stock market to rise each year if you're looking at like a 20-year rolling average. That's kind of how things have been consistently. So you're likely to make money if you believe that past results are indicative of the future. But yeah, that's it from me. So I hope you guys have enjoyed it. I'm going to try and get out even more short videos for the course of this year. I'm tired of doing half an hour long edits, so we're going to try and keep it to the 15-minute mark from now on. So yeah, that's it. Peace.